If she had stayed silent, if she had accepted the chains disguised as religion and civilization, the native people of California might have lost their land, their identity, and their future without a single act of resistance. But one woman refused to kneel. Her name was Toypurina, spiritual leader, strategist, and revolutionary who stood alone against colonial power when silence would have been safer. This is the story of the native queen who terrified an empire not with armies, but with courage. Toypurina was born among the Tongva people, long before California became a colony, long before missions rose on stolen land. Her people lived freely, guided by ancestors, bound by land, culture, and spirit. From a young age, Toypurina was different. She was not trained to obey, she was trained to see. She learned the old songs, she learned healing, she learned prophecy, and she learned something far more dangerous: how power actually works. When Spanish missionaries arrived, they did not come with swords first. They came with crosses. They promised protection. They promised salvation. They promised a better life. But what followed was slavery. Native villages were destroyed. Children were taken. Men were forced into labor. Women were punished for resisting. Ancient rituals were banned. Languages were erased. And the land, the sacred land, was stolen. Toypurina watched her people collapse under a system that called itself holy, and something inside her ignited. She could have fled. She could have hidden. She could have survived quietly. Instead, she chose resistance. Not emotional, not reckless, strategic. Toypurina began traveling secretly between villages at night. She spoke to chiefs, to warriors, to elders. She didn't scream for war, she explained what was being taken: their freedom, their gods, their children. And slowly, the tribes listened. She did something no colonial authority expected. She unified rival tribes. Groups that had once fought each other now shared one enemy: the missions, the system, the lies. And in 1785, Toypurina made a decision that would seal her fate forever. She planned an uprising. The target was Mission San Gabriel, a symbol of Spanish domination. The plan was simple, but deadly. Strike at night, eliminate the guards, destroy the mission, and free the captives. It wasn't about revenge. It was about survival. Toypurina did not fight with weapons in her hands. She fought with leadership. But empires don't fall easily. The Spanish discovered the plan. Someone betrayed her, and Toypurina was arrested, dragged before colonial authorities, surrounded by armed men who expected fear. They didn't get it. During her trial, something extraordinary happened. Instead of begging for mercy, Toypurina spoke. She looked directly at her captors, men who believed themselves superior, and she told them the truth. I hate you for trespassing on the land of my ancestors. I hate you for stealing our freedom. I hate you for destroying our people. Silence filled the room. A native woman had just confronted colonial power openly, publicly, without fear. They expected submission. They witnessed defiance. The Spanish were shaken, not because she failed, but because she was right. Toypurina was sentenced to exile and forced conversion. They believed removing her would erase resistance. They were wrong. Her punishment did not silence her. It immortalized her. Word spread across California, across native communities, across generations. A woman had stood up. A woman had spoken truth to power. A woman had resisted when obedience was expected. Toypurina became a symbol, not of defeat, but of refusal. She never wore a crown, but she led like a queen. She never commanded armies, but she united nations. She never won the battle, but she ignited resistance that would never die. Colonial missions still stand today, but so does her legacy. In every native voice that refuses erasure, in every story reclaimed, in every culture that survived. Toypurina proves something history tries to hide. Empires fear warriors, but they fear truth-tellers even more. She was not just a rebel. She was a queen of resistance, and her story deserves to be remembered. If you enjoyed this story, make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and comment your favorite topic you want me to cover next. Your support helps bring these forgotten queens back to life.